Students, we were doing your chapter number 5, Matter and Chemical Formula. In this, we have completed matter and I have explained you the subatomic particles of matter. Then we have discussed molecule. After that, we have done classification of matter. In this classification of matter, we have completed element, compound and mixture. And I have told you that compound is a substance that is formed when two or more elements combine in a definite ratio. And same way, if we talk about mixtures, then mixtures are the substance in which two or more substances are physically mixed together in any proportion. As air is made up of gases such as oxygen and nitrogen and they are mixed together, the constituent in a mixture can be separated by simple physical methods, and the constituent in a mixture are not present in any fixed proportion. Okay, so we can take the example of air, we can take the example of salad or anything which is in which all the components are mixed randomly. Okay, then the activity 1 explain you that if you take some iron nail and sulfur and mix them well, and with the help of magnet, if you rotate that magnet on this mixture, then what you are going to get, all the iron articles, all the iron nail, they get attached to the magnet, which show that the iron articles are attracted by magnet. So this is the method how we can separate out iron and sulfide in a mixture and they retain their individual properties. If I have mixed sulfur and iron, even then they have their own individual properties. Okay, but if we talk about activity 2, in this activity what we have done, we have taken iron powder, sulfur powder and a burner and bar magnet. With the help of a burner, we will heat the substance which is kept in the china dish. We have taken 4 gram of sulfur powder and some around 7 kg of iron powder. And when we start boiling them, when we start heating them, then what will happen? An orange color glow will start coming out with the emission of heat. And if we see after the heating, what product we are going to get? The iron and sulfur has reacted to form a black substance that is called iron sulfide, FeS. So you will not see the particles of sulfur and iron separately. Now you have got a compound, isn't it? If we bring a magnet nearby it, the china dish, what will happen? The magnet do not attract the compound. Why? Since the constituent element iron and sulfur of the new compound have lost their individual properties and they have changed to iron sulfide. Okay, so I think the activity 1 and 2 is clear to you, and in between the difference between compound and mixture is given to you, that how compound are different from mixture. Then if you talk about matter, then matter is of two types, pure substance and mixture. The pure substance contain element as well as mixture, and mixture is of two types, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so if we see the track your process, atoms of two different elements are different from each other. Then oxygen molecule have dash atoms. How many atoms they have? It have 2 atoms. The constituent element of a dash lose their own property. The constituent element of a compound lose their own properties. Then the constituent of a compound combined in fixed ratio. The constituent in a dash can be separated by the compound can be, the mixture can be separated, whereas the compound cannot be separated by physical method. So I think up to here the things are clear to you all. Then if we talk about chemical symbols means uh, the scientists used to represent the chemicals with the symbol that is called chemical symbol. Okay, to represent the different type of element it is used. In each element has their own unique symbol. So John Dalton was the first person who gave the symbols to represent such type of elements. And you can see in figure 5.4 also it was given. You need not have to learn it, but only you should know that how they are represented by different symbols. Okay, then we have some rules how to write these symbols. As rules, you can see that in chemical symbols usually it is consist of one or two alphabet. Some are containing one, and but few are there which contain two also. So whenever the symbols of such elements are the first letter of element, for example hydrogen, it is represented by H. For example carbon, it is represented by C. And when there are two more elements that begin with the same letter, therefore the symbols were taken of two letters. For example, if we talk about carbon, if we talk about calcium, if we talk about chlorine, then all are starting with C. So we cannot give only C. So therefore we have taken one more alphabet with it. The first letter is capitalized while the second letter is in small case. For example, calcium symbol was given Ca, chlorine Cl. The symbols for such elements are derived from the Latin word. Okay, so Latin language was used for creating such type of symbols. And if you talk about the few elements and symbols, hydrogen was given the symbol H, carbon C, boron B, oxygen O, sulfur S, iodine I. So like this, all 118 elements were given different symbols to represent them. So I think this symbols and track your process run through activities and difference is clear to you all. In next topic we are going to complete atomicity, chemical formulas and valency. So till then revise all the tables given here, learn them, write their symbols and practice them. Okay, so till then thank you, have a nice day.